gooey, delicious, and chewy? Right out of the oven? Chocolate chip cookies. Food Network names this yummy dessert as the #1 most popular cookie recipe of all time. If you don't know how to make it, then you're in for a treat. To make this tasty dessert, simply gather your ingredients, prepare the dough, and place them in the oven. Before starting to make your cookies, you need to remember a few simple steps. First, preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Then, pull back your hair. Then, wash your hands. Now let's start to make the cookies. First, gather your ingredients. To make chocolate chip cookies, you will need a few simple ingredients as well as utensils. For ingredients, you will need 2 1/4 cup of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of butter or 2 sticks, 3/4 cup of sugar, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 large eggs, and 2 cups of chocolate chips. For utensils, you will need a small bowl, a mixer, a measuring cup, a teaspoon, a cookie sheet, and a spoon or spatula, as well as a large bowl. The second step in making your cookies is to prepare your cookie dough. First, in a small bowl, combine flour, and your baking soda and salt. Mix this with a spoon until it is totally combined. This shouldn't take long because it's only a few ingredients. After mixing, set this aside until you're ready for the next step. The next step, you will combine butter. Make sure your butter is softened to room temperature to ensure that your cookies are chewy and your dough is not chunky. After adding the butter, add your brown sugar as well as your sugar and your vanilla extract. Mix this with a mixer until creamy. It may take a little bit depending on how soft your butter is. Once creamy, add your eggs. Continue to mix until your mixture is fully combined and incorporated. At this point, your mixture should look roughly like this. After that, take your small bowl that you had at the beginning with your flour, baking soda, and salt, and slowly add it to your big bowl. I like to add half of it at a time to ensure that everything is mixed in. Now add the other half. adding your small bowl to your big bowl, you are ready to add your 2 cups of chocolate chips. At this point, if you would also like to add any extra ingredients, nuts, oatmeal, or M&Ms, you can. I prefer, however, just to do chocolate chips. At the end of preparing your dough should look like this. Fluffy and light, with chocolate chips in it, of course. The third and final step of making your cookies is baking them. You will need an ungreased baking sheet for this process. Most bakers use a spoon to place their cookies on the baking sheet. I, however, prefer to use an ice cream scoop to ensure that all the cookies are the same size and they bake at the same rate. You can place them on the pan with at least an inch apart to make sure while in the oven they will spread out. They will have enough room to spread out. Once they're on the sheet, place them in the oven for 9 to 11 minutes or until golden brown. Be sure to check your cookies during the baking process to make sure that they don't burn. Once your cookies are done, take them out of the oven and place them on a rack to cool. Then, serve and enjoy your cookies. As you can see, making chocolate chip cookies is simple. All you have to do is gather the ingredients, prepare the dough, and bake your cookies. So next time you have a family gathering, bring the #1 cookie recipe to that event. They'll be sure to enjoy your chewy, delicious chocolate chip cookies.